Thank you, Assembly Member. He is the newly elected council member of the 9th Council District, which is the great village of Harlem, the Honorable Dr. Yusef Salaam.
May the peace, mercy, and blessings from the owner of all peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. I have to salute my man, Corey King Wise. On this day, as we celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I would not be here if it were not for that man. And just so that we all understand how we can make it clear, Corey King Wise.
Yes, that's it.
I call Corey Wise Man. If he, during the journey, said, it's too much. You know what, next time I go to that parole board, I'm gonna tell him I did it. Just so that I can get out of here, so that I can stop the hell that I'm going through. But Corey didn't do that. Corey kept saying, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Until finally, he said, you know what, I'm gonna give y'all all your time. I don't wanna come out to no time. I wanna give it all to you. Corey could have also said, you know what? It's too much. He and I both know folks who succumbed to the pressure and the trauma of being in prison, whether rightly so or wrongly so. He could have taken his own life. But Corey is sitting right there. And because Corey continued to stand strong, he became the miracle of the Central Park jogger case. I often say that the Central Park jogger case is a love story between God and his people. I often say that it's a story of a people who were buried alive and forgotten. The system forgot that we were seeds. And instead of a social death, we got the opportunity to emerge like a phoenix from the ashes. Because as they were building the fire to consume us, they forgot the owner of the heat. When Corey, and this is so near and dear, because Dr. King was a reminder.
Come on.
Yeah. When I see Corey, he is a reminder every day for me.
Come on.
That had he not came with me, I'm talking about when we first went. I'm talking about the next day when they came and said, do you want to go downtown with your buddy? You'll be right back. Had he not come with me, thinking, I'm going to ride back uptown with my boy, that's my fam. You know how we build. The people aren't built like Corey no more. Real talk. That's a different cloth. He wanted to have my back. I need y'all to understand this.
Come on, come on, come on.
He wanted to have my back. But because he was ensnared in the trap, he ended up freeing us all. So for that, I salute you, King. And so on this day, in honor of Dr. King, I've often said that the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. I can remember when that statement made me sad inside. Too young to be in it. Now I couldn't even see it. Why? Why couldn't a revolution be televised? The Last Poets, Gil Scott-Heron.
That's right.
As I grew up, I began to see. They left theirs, and I too wanted to leave a mark on history. A man in half, and I wanted to bask in that task that set men free. But a revolution, the revolution, is where I knew I had to be. The revolution will not be televised. They didn't want to display the victory of those quote-unquote lesser men. The revolution will not be televised. Smile. I know it. Because he is the revolution. This is all of it is in honor of Dr. King.
That's right. Amen.
He didn't know that he was going to die that day. But he lived his life on purpose. He knew that perhaps this might be the last day. But he lived this life on purpose. He knew that it was more important to continue to deposit seeds of value and worth, so that one day, even though 2 steps forward, 1 step back, even though it seems like we continue to participate in a tango when we're looking for justice, seeking justice. And when I look to my brother, Corey King-Wise, I think about Dr. King and how Dr. King wasn't just a dreamer. Dr. King had movement in his dreams to ensure that the future will be alive and well. They wanted us. They wanted us. I'm telling you, Corey knows where I'm coming from. They wanted us to succumb to the oppression that many people who have been in the belly of the beast succumb to. They wanted us to turn into criminals, or to pull over to the side of the highway of life and check out altogether.
Amen.
But the arc of the moral universe is long. It bends towards justice. I don't want folks to ever think that we have somehow made it because the now exonerated 5 have been able to rise to different levels of success. What we represent is what's possible. What we represent is what's necessary. And you know, the great Reverend was right there with us. So, as always, I salute you too, because it's important for us to have a space where we strategize, where we think about what's possible. And then more than that, let's take that organization out into the streets so that the people who have said to themselves, my vote doesn't matter, your inability to vote does matter. Your non-participation is participation. So let's vote like our children's 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 children depend on it. That's what this day is about. It's about reminding us that we too have purpose in our dream. Thank you.
Councilman Yusef Salaam. Give him a hand. One of the things that I want, and I just had President Biden on the radio show, but I want Yusef and Curry's story need to be all over the country. Because all these black men talking about Trump need to hear what Trump did to 5 black and brown young men here in New York. We're going to make sure that happens. The other reason that I came out is, let me tell you something, don't let them brown or blackball or brown ball people. There's a sister that has been raising the right issues, concrete issues. And I know as I start emerging, people would say crazy stuff. And they say crazy stuff about her. But I want her to know she has a home here. When she ran for Queens DA, I told she was welcome here. And I wanted to come out and introduce myself. You're welcome, my councilwoman, Tiffany Cabon.